Welcome to the channel. I am Ladewaybac, and today I'm going to show you what I've learned so far in Season 2 with Jacko. So you've seen the thumbnail, and you're probably wondering to yourself, how can he possibly make the minion recall work? Lade, please show me how. And I'll show you right now. So let's set this up. So we have Kai counter-punching with his, counter-hitting with his low punch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna punch. Oh, what? We get a counter hit. We do the shield command. And with a minion attack. And with a blast command. But when we use minion recall, it's a block. Yes, you see that right. Oops. It's a block. You use it, you hold back, and that's the result you get. So I think you know where I'm going with this. So not only will it stop the punch, but it will also stop a Ride the Lightning. Now sure, you could just do a regular slash and then block after it, right? But what about a sweep? Oh no, I did the sweep and now I'm getting hit, right? Try to do the kick. Oh no, I'm gonna get hit again. But minion recall. It's like our mistakes have been erased. It works for everything. And if you're still not convinced, let's try another overdrive. Usually that would catch you. Look how fast that comes out. It's even faster because you still see the whistle in Jacko's mouth, right? And still able to block it, even though I'm right next to her. So let's try Mr. Dolphin, horizontal. Even then, get the block. Not off a kick. But off of pretty much everything else. We're blocking everything. But keep in mind, it is not beating the God button. It's just better. It's just faster. You can't stop it. You could even use minion recall to spruce up your offense. Now I do that last part because let's say we have Soul doing pretty much anything. Let's say crouching K, right? So if we time it out right, you get a counter hit. So when you use that logic right there, if he's thinking about, if he's expecting your recall, then you just get a counter hit right there. But just be sure to time it out right, and then you'll get it. But yeah, you just get a grab like almost instantly. If they're not ready, they're taking damage and you get a setup. Now, moving on from minion recall. When I was messing around with Jacko, I was trying to do my regular Jacko stuff, and then I've come to find out that I can't do the servant shoot after my medium attack, or even a heavy attack, or pretty much anything. Like, she's kind of falling now. She doesn't hover in the air anymore, so she pretty much lands. And I was like, it hurt me to see this, because this is a big part of my strategy with Jacko, especially when I get him in a corner. I like to slash into the servant shoot. And I'm not gonna lie, I was devastated. I'm like, how am I gonna play Jacko now? It's like lodged into my head. So I thought of some things I can do and to replace that, and here's what I came up with. So in the corner, when I use Jacko, I often throw a minion off of the wall. When I jump, I'll get a grab, throw it off the wall so it bounces off of them, and you see that how that block stun looks? It lasts long, so I'm able to grab them afterwards, and they don't always see that coming. And you know, if I do think they're gonna know that I'm gonna grab them, I jump and I go for a counter hit, right? So, but what I've come to find out, the servant shoot is the same kind of block stun, and now Jacko's landing a lot quicker. So essentially, you can do the same thing as you would do with a minion. Same kind of block stun. So you can see he's still in his block, and it can be very hard to react to if you don't expect it. Now, let's say your opponent were to jump, then he will be able to escape your grab, but you would end up getting hit. You land at the perfect time. I almost did the old Jack. I did the old Jacko thing. And then you get a hit, and you can even just overdrive afterwards. Now, let's say your opponent is doing a crouching P. Now that's fast, right? Can't grab, I'll get hit. I get a counter hit though if I attack. As soon as I land, just hit the button. You can mash the button too. You'll get a counter hit every time. So if they're hitting a button, they're getting hit, and you're getting full counter damage. And in case it wasn't obvious to you already, you could also do your minion recall like you were using it before. Just have to dash up a little because the kick is going to push them away, or just do attacks afterwards. Now, before I move on to show you what the new things you can do with the servant shoot, I forgot to mention what to do when you get a hit with the 2D. So we can obviously just hunt for these, and if they block it, you know, we're safe. We can block, or we can just go low again, or even whistle after that. So what to do if you get a hit? Now, if you got a hit and recall, and you know, maybe you expected the block, but you ended up getting hit instead, and you're like, oh no, I just kind of wasted my knockdown. But actually you didn't, because there's still time to do your setup. And let me do it at like maximum speed so you can see that you still have time. See, I did my attack there and it missed because it came too early. So you have plenty of time. So just like your regular setup. Just like your regular setup. But oh no, instead of getting a regular hit, you got a counter hit, and you don't want to waste that counter hit that you could have like dealt some damage off of, right? Like, and he just falls on his face, and you know you don't want to miss the opportunity. So I'll even show you from max distance here. You still do your recall and still get a close slash. Whatever kind of setup you want after that, that is up to you. So yeah, you still get something off of the counter hit. And one last thing, in case you didn't know already, our defend command is now bigger, lasts longer, and also deals damage. But do keep in mind, let me show you something you don't. I'm gonna put the health to normal, give them 1. So now I can hit them and they die. I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. Defend command cannot kill the opponent. So if you're looking for a cheeky victory, that's not gonna be the way you get it. Now, a cool thing that I found with servant shoot is now, since you decelerate so fast, if you're in a situation where you're gonna throw a minion like this at your opponent, which is obviously a good way to apply pressure because you're escaping backwards, so you're essentially zoning while throwing your minion. Now, what you can do is dash forward and then kick the minion right back at them. So they have a little gap there where they can hit a button, but the gap is very tiny. And if you think they're gonna do something, then you just minion attack them, so they end up getting hit anyways. So you gotta do it right. You gotta have the right distance. Normally it will hit. You have to. It's gonna be a little different timing when they end up getting hit instead, because the minion will go lower. So just be aware of that. So just watch your character, and if it usually bounces high if they block, and it will fall straight down if they get hit. So just be aware of if they're getting hit or blocking, so you can know when to do your minion kick. Now let's say your opponent blocks your block string. That right there. Usually you'd go for something like this, or something like this. Well, I'm gonna present you a different option. See there how she kind of slides over their head, so you get a nice little side switch there. And I've been able to catch some people online with this. They didn't they didn't always see it coming. So let me show you again. But if you're just doing a heavy slash close, you might like just go right over their head. So in case that happens, you just kind of want to delay your dash. So know where you're at, delay the dash accordingly, and after that hits, do your minion attack. Serve and shoot, minion attack, side switch. And if you're just at a certain distance, it's like an even smoother transition. So you see how it just kind of glides over their head. So that part is kind of hard to see. And obviously you can do it from the front too, if they're getting used to you going from behind them. So you just kind of scoot by them and yeah, for a nice surprise combo. So yeah, serve and shoot has some more uses to it. Like I can even think of another one. Let's say you got a minion here, right? And he's expecting you to do something with it. You just kind of run up like you're not going to use it, right? And then just backdash kick. That one's going to be hard to see. That'll definitely surprise an opponent. And from what I was previously showing you, where do the backdash throw, and you kick it, you can also do multiple kicks after that because you're in a perfect distance. Also, if you're doing like multiple minions and you just kick it, throw it. So yeah, just be creative with it. There's a whole bunch of new ways to apply pressure from afar, to like get in on your opponent and apply pressure. Oh, but before I move on, also, you can even do the old minion bounce, right? So instead of doing a dust attack afterwards, you can just dash and kick it. But not if your back is against the corner. You gotta have to have some space against the wall. So that's another way to do it too, even for the other attacks. And from afar, yeah. So you get a minion attack after that. Oh, do the right one. But that's gonna miss obviously if they're ducking. And if you can also switch it up, man. You can throw a minion like now you can use defensive command. If you think they're gonna mash and try to kill your minion, just use defense command. and then you do some damage that way. So you thought Leo's projectile beats everything, right? Well, not anymore. That's through the minion kick. And even the toss. We going through everything. And although it does go through projectiles, keep in mind that your opponent can still kill them when they fly towards them with a physical attack. And lastly, it will go through regular projectiles, but it won't go through overdrives. Gotta have a minion set up first, right? The minions are not that strong. And in case you didn't know what to do if your opponent is like 6P'ing your minions, or just like slapping them away any kind of way before they can get to them, just minion attack right before it hits it. Or you could even do a guard command. But yeah, you get the idea. It's kind of hard to make them slap it away as I'm also doing the move. But yeah, you get the idea. Now, I don't believe that this was possible before the patch, because I see that the two heavy slash was changed so that the horizontal blowback isn't as far. But now you can do stuff like that, something like that, or for the most damage, that. And then, come in with a drop kick afterwards. I kind of messed it up there. My brain still hasn't fully adjusted to it yet. Something like that for a nice little follow-up there. And now for a counter hit. So you know we're gonna be getting these, right? Because we're gonna be doing the close slash, and then we're gonna be doing the minion recall. So instead of going for your standing heavy slash, let's go for this. Place the minion. You know, something like that. I mean, you don't have to overdrive, but something like that. And that's some good damage right there. That's some good damage right there off the counter hit, because you get to summon your minion and then do a combo afterwards. And that's what I learned so far for Season 2 Jacko. Now, I saw they made plenty of 2D changes, but it seems the same to me, because like, they say you could dash cancel it now and jump cancel it, but we were always able to do that. This was always possible. And jumping after was always possible too. So I'm not sure where they changed about that. I was thinking maybe like when I saw the notes that you could just cancel it without it having to hit first, but that's not the case. So it seems the exact same to me. So let me know in the comments if you found something with 2D, because I can't figure anything out with it, because I see 3 changes for it, but I'm not able to do anything different. And also, if you found some new Jacko tech, man, let me know, man. Let everybody know. Put it in the comments, man. Help out your fellow Jackaholics. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for daily fighting game content. Also, follow me on Twitch and join the Discord. Both links are down in the description below. Thanks for watching.